Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a closer look at how some celebrities marked Mother's Day back in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We're mainly drawing from Halle Berry's social media, Instagram, Twitter, plus an E! News piece that rounded up some other celebs.
Right. It's always interesting to see the public face of these private moments.
Exactly. So our goal isn't just to see the pretty pictures, it's more about digging into how these public figures handle a personal day, like Mother's Day online.
Yeah, that balancing act between their personal life, their brand, and just their public image. It's tricky.
Totally. And we've got some pretty interesting stuff to unpack.
Definitely. It's this intersection of the personal and the promotional, filtered through social media. You have to wonder about the thought process behind it all.
Okay, so let's kick off with Halle Berry. Her Mother's Day posts were, well, quite varied.
They certainly were.
She started the day really nicely, actually, a throwback photo.
Yeah, on Instagram and Twitter, with her kids, Nala and Maseo, looked like they were on a beach.
And the message was about glorious moms embracing the, what was it? Beautiful chaos, deep love, and profound privilege of motherhood.
Right. Very relatable. It's that classic Mother's Day note,
Definitely. Heartwarming start, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Using a throwback pic adds that touch of nostalgia, emphasizes the journey, feels a bit more private maybe. Less now.
But then, the evening. Quite a shift.
Oh yeah, big shift.
She posted this video from Cannes.
In bed.
In bed with her boyfriend, Van Hunt. They're like under the covers.
And she's holding up her Respin product, right? The travel-sized intimacy gel. Let's spin.
Yeah, right there. So you go from this sweet family throwback to this.
It's quite the juxtaposition, the tone, the intimacy level. Yeah. Very different. And dropping the product promotion right in the middle of it all.
And in Cannes, too. Ahead of the film festival.
Exactly. That context matters. It suggests, mixing personal time with maybe some professional obligations, or at least leveraging the location's buzz.
It's a bold move, connecting intimacy directly with her brand like that.
High risk, high reward, perhaps. It cuts through the noise, for sure. Could build a connection with fans who see it as authentic.
Or it could backfire, right? Some might find it a bit much.
Precisely. That's the tightrope they walk. Authenticity versus, well, selling something.
And the video itself, the dialogue was sort of playful.
Yeah, they were joking about giving it a spin.
And Van Hunt's line, "Can with Van."
Right. And then she speaks directly to her followers, hoping they were somewhere spinning too.
Ending with Van joking, he's glad Mother's Day is over.
The humor probably helps soften the pitch, makes it feel less like a straight-up ad, more like an inside joke.
Maybe. But you can't miss the promotion.
Oh, it's definitely there. It raises that whole question, how seamlessly can you merge your personal life, your relationships with commerce?
Where's the line? Does it feel genuine?
It's a constant negotiation, authenticity versus advertising.
And thinking about the timing, she'd just been back at the Met Gala after, 8 years?
Right, the E! News piece mentioned her risque look there, too.
So it feels like maybe she's deliberately making a bigger splash publicly again.
Seems plausible. She shares personal stuff, but this felt very targeted. Using an intimate moment to create buzz for Respin.
Yeah, you think.
Well, Cannes is a huge platform, global media attention. An intimate video gets clicks, gets shares, gets people talking about her and her brand.
Leveraging that connection she has with fans, that parasocial thing.
Exactly. Turn personal connection into consumer interest.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. What about the other celebs E! News mentioned? How did their posts compare?
Well, you had Kylie Jenner, for instance. Photos with her kids, Air and Stormy. Very focused on those sweet family moments.
Right, more traditional Mother's Day fare, maybe.
Yeah, seems like it. And Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian, they did a throwback, too, from before Rocky was born.
Yeah. And then a blended family photo.
Really emphasizing that family unit. Much more aligned with sort of standard expectations for Mother's Day posts.
Warmth, love, kids.
Pretty much. The focus is squarely on family connection. Using throwbacks like Travis and Kourtney did, and that nostalgic feel, the journey of parenthood. It's relatable.
So quite a contrast with Halle's evening post. What do you think drives these differences? Is it just personal style or is it tied to their brands?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Could be both.
Yeah.
For someone like Kylie, whose brand is so intertwined with family and beauty, maybe those posts just feel more natural, more aligned.
Makes sense. Who else? Hailey Bieber.
Right, her first Mother's Day with Baby Jack Blues. Lots of heartfelt messages, including from her mom and Justin's mom. Very sweet. Very focused on the new experience.
And Meghan Markle.
Just a photo with Archie and Lilibet, celebrating the joy of being their mom. Simple, direct.
Reese Witherspoon, too, right? Photos with all three of her kids.
Yeah, Ava, Deacon, and Tennessee. She reflected on her bond with each of them. Again, the central theme is motherhood itself.
It feels like these examples are less about promotion, more just acknowledging the day personally.
It seems that way. Even with someone as high profile as Hailey Bieber, the focus was really on that personal milestone, the family warmth.
Okay, then there was Giselle Bundchen. What was her post?
That was interesting. First public photo of her new baby son with Joaquin Valente.
Oh, wow, big step.
Yeah, alongside other family photos,
Hmm.
including her kids with Tom Brady and her stepson Jack. Balancing privacy with sharing a major life update.
And Tom Brady himself.
His was quite broad. Throwback photos featuring his mom, sisters, ex-partners Giselle and Bridget Moynihan, and all his kids.
Wow, very inclusive.
Yeah, like a wide-angle appreciation for all the maternal figures in his life. It shows how varied these celebrations can be, reflecting different family setups and values.
Definitely. It really highlights the different choices celebs make in crafting their public stories.
Totally. Some stick to the traditional family picture. Others, like Halle, push boundaries, mixing personal and professional quite directly.
It's the intention behind it, isn't it? The message they're sending.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is how differently they all approach it.
It really just drives home how blurry those lines between private and public have become, especially for famous people.
Oh, completely. Social media has changed the game.
So with Halle Berry's video, is it genuine affection plus marketing or just creating disguised as affection? It's probably mixed, right?
Almost certainly a blend, I'd say. Authenticity itself is currency now,
Mm-hmm.
So they're always trying to figure out how to seem real, relatable, while still managing their image, selling their products. A moment that might have been totally private years ago is now potentially strategic content.
Yeah. Makes you think about what we see as authentic anymore. Have our expectations shifted?
That's a great point. They probably have.
So, wrapping up this deep dive, we've seen quite the range. Heartfelt family pics, intimate videos, brand integrations.
It really paints a picture of that complex balancing act public figures perform. Personal life, professional goals, public perception, all juggled in the social media spotlight.
And it connects to that bigger picture, doesn't it? The relationship between celebs and us, the audience.
Definitely. Social media gives us this feeling of access, of intimacy, and they're constantly deciding how much to share, why to share it.
It raises questions about transparency, expectation.
For both sides, yeah. For them and for us.
So maybe a final thought for you listening. Think about how social media has really redrawn the map between private and public, not just for celebrities, maybe for all of us to some extent. What does it even mean to share intimate stuff so publicly? And what does this tell us about how authenticity and branding work together, or sometimes clash, in this digital age?
Lots to chew on there.
Definitely. Thanks for exploring this with us today.